Hey everybody, JROCK the GameRocker here, and it's the day after the Waterloo video game swap meet, Gamer Christmas. It was a blast, as always, and I came out with a bunch of stuff to talk about. So that's what I want to do. I want to sit down, do a pickup video. I might show a little bit of footage of people here and there, just to show who I'm talking about in this video, when I do some thank yous. But I did make a point to take out my camera and get a lot of footage of the show. So expect several videos. I'm pretty sure I got enough for several videos of the floor of the Waterloo video game swap meet. But in the meantime, I have this pile of games just sitting on my table, waiting for me to talk about them on camera, to catalog, and to organize into my collection. So let's start out with some thank yous. First off, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank Pete Diak and Andrew Lennie for putting this event on. Can't say enough words of thanks. Every one of these is just awesome. I can't get to sleep the night before because I'm so excited for these events, and every time it's been getting better and bigger. And even with all the people that came in the doors, sometimes it was crowded getting through the place, but everything was logistically planned well by everybody. The door prizes were going, people were winning, and just great job, Pete and Andrew of the VGCC.ca. So yeah, thanks guys, you guys rock. So let's talk about some games and stuff. So first I wanted to say thank you to some people that hooked me up with some stuff. First off, I want to thank James Retro Pixel. He hooked me up with this this PSP case by Mad Catz and car charger cable with it. Oh, and it looks like here's some earbuds with an extender thing. Cool. I like little doohickeys like that, and I've been playing a lot of the PSP lately, so if I have any car trips, I'm gonna use this. Thank you, James. And what else? Also a freebie. I'm standing at Canadian Retro's table, and he sneaks this in my bag. Star Master for free. He just snuck it into my bag, and I said, I already have it. And he says, well, do you have one signed by me? And then I got him to sign it. So I'm going to keep this. I will keep this in my collection, and the other one that's in my collection is going to go elsewhere because it doesn't have that signature by Canadian Retro. And also another little freebie that was unexpected. I went to Nintendo HODGE's table. Chris, he puts on the Berry Game Exchange, another awesome event, and I was looking through his NES games, and there was one that I didn't have there, and it's Classic Concentration, and it didn't have a price on it, so I asked him how much he wanted, and he said just take it. What a guy. I said, are you sure? He said he was sure. So thanks a lot, Chris, for this. A game I didn't have, and I can add it to my collection, so yeah. I want to thank SEEJAYARE for hooking me up with a really good deal on this Sonic & Knuckles for Sega Genesis. I've been wanting one of these since I got my Genesis. Growing up, one of my friends had one of these, and it blew my mind what this could do. You know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? Also, another hookup, I did some trades. So let me talk about some trades. No wait, before I talk about the trades, I'll talk about deals I did with people, and they gave me some good dealios. So I want to say thanks to Bowser's Fart Sack, Chris. He hooked me up with the deal on these games. Stinger for NES, Konami Shooter, and a couple Famicom games. I got this one here, Magic Adventure. It's a platforming game. One thing that he did, which is really awesome, but I removed it, is he put on stickers with the price tag as well as what kind of game it was, because with a lot of import stuff you have no idea what kind of game it is. So he put platformer on this, and yeah, and it was very reasonably priced, so I grabbed that. And then he just, on top of that, he threw in this cart. He said it wasn't working, it had a label on it that it wasn't working, and he just threw it in there so that I'm going to see if I can get it working, and then I could find out what game it is. Does anyone know who these characters are from? I don't know. But anyways, thanks Chris. That's awesome. And got talking with Chris, and he actually has moved close to me now. He works a couple blocks from where I live. He's local now, so we are gonna get together, me and Bowser's Fart Sack, and do some game hunting soon. So what else is next? Tim Mackay, aka Jesus KANE, he hooked me up with a really good deal on this Beyond Good and Evil for PS2. This will be a Cartridge Club Game of the Month, I believe, in coming months. So I've been on the lookout for it for a while, for a few long times. But yeah, that's going to be a Cartridge Club Game of the Month, Beyond Good and Evil, and you can get that HD too on Xbox. I know that. What else is there? I think we are into some trades, because a lot of this other stuff that I bought, I don't remember exactly who I got it from, but I did do some trades. And one trade I did, I want to give a big thanks to Brendan the Game Viking, NORSETALGIA. Go check out his channel. He is an awesome guy. I've seen him at every one of these events so far. Always a smile on his face, and just really, really pleasant guy to deal with. And I had an extra copy of Super Ghouls and Ghosts because I bought one in boxed. I want to get it complete. I was looking for the manual. I didn't find the manual though. But I had that extra cart, and I saw what it was going for, and it was at the swap, and it was the same price as what this was going for, so I offered him a straight up trade for Die Hard Trilogy on Sega Saturn. Now that I have my Sega Saturn, and I've been trying to acquire some good games, I hear this one is fun, and also a light gun compatible game. So that will be a blast. And I keep, like, everything's just a blast. Here, put that there. Die Hard. I want everyone to see everything here. Okay, now here I picked up some stuff from some stores, and I kept in mind who hooked me up with them. I got some good prices, actually, from Power Up Gaming in Barrie, actually down the street from my buddy Bill's place, and where my mom lives in Barrie. They're down the street from there. They hooked me up with a good deal on Bust-A-Move 2 Arcade Edition. This is the one game that my wife Laura, I asked her, hey, you want me to keep an eye out for any games while I'm there? And she said she always called it Bubble Bobble, because I believe that's what it might have been called in some arcades. But it's Puzzle Bobble, aka Bust-A-Move. So when we actually played Bubble Bobble on NES, the one where you play as the two characters running around shooting bubbles at people, she was kind of taken aback. So she wanted a version of Bubble Bobble that she knows. So there you go. And what else is next? Okay, for N64, I got a great price on a wrestling game, and I'm not a big wrestling fan, but WWF No Mercy has a great Build-A-Wrestler, and I remember playing this with my friend back in the day, and it's just awesome. I made my own character, and I look forward to playing this with hopefully a couple of people that are into it. That'd be fun. And I got hooked up with a good price by Retro Game Bros. They are also on the YouTube. Go check them out. Good guys to deal with. They had a lot of stuff at their table. And I did do some other dealings with them for my buddy Matt, and I think I might talk about that later. But yeah, N64 games, and yeah, while I'm talking about N64 games here, I did a transaction with a gentleman that I know his name is Mike. Can't remember if he's from a store, but his name is Mike, and he had labels for certain games, certain console games, and I got these labels and labels for my N64 so that you can actually see what the game is without having to touch every single cart. And as you can see here, it's like half the size of the cart. It only goes on the one side, so that if you ever have to take it apart, there's other labels that cover the whole part, and if you ever have to take that apart, then you ruin your label. So this is really smart to have it this size, and they're pretty good pictures on there. Colors look good, and vinyl stickers. I recommend that. They also had them there for Atari Jaguar, and another system that I can't think of right now. Can't. Too many things going on here. We've got to move on. But yeah, thanks Mike for those. I'm looking forward to getting some time and sitting down and OCD cleaning my carts and putting on some stickers. Some labels, sorry. Alright, now I did some trades. For those of you that know, who saw my last Game Grabs video, I had some Turok in the box sealed that I found for a good deal, and I brought it as trade bait, and I was able to get some trade value. It was kind of hard. It's a hard sell, hard bargain to deal with the sealed game market, you know. I think I'm not saying anything anybody doesn't know, you know what I mean. I did manage to work out some deals, and I worked out a deal with Retro Replay. They are in Cambridge, and I traded one of those, and in return I got a long-wanted Super Nintendo game, Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Awesome, awesome game. Where can I put this so that people can see it? I'm going to put it there. I'm just going to put it there. No, I shouldn't put it there. I'll put it there. And a couple NES games I needed. F-15 Strike Eagle. And Bigfoot Monster Truck game. So yeah, thanks Retro Replay for that trade. Hopefully you can find the right buyer for that, and I'm happy with these games that I got, especially this one that I've been looking for a while. Speaking of trades, another trade that I did, another one of those items, was with Game Experts in Mississauga, and I traded one of those for all these NES games that I needed. And they have their NES games in this plastic sheathing, little bag things folded over and taped, and you know what? I think that's pretty good. They had the stickers on the bags and not on the games. I kind of appreciated that, so that little extra time that they did to do that was pretty cool. So let's go through it. Superman. I did not have Superman. I now have Superman. Wayne Gretzky Hockey. Now, I do have Wayne Gretzky Hockey. And now I have 3 different variants. What are you doing to me, Wayne? What are you doing to me? I got 3 of your games, because you're wearing different shit. But yeah, bunch of different variants of Wayne Gretzky Hockey. A Power Glove game, Bad Street Brawler. Pinbot, a pinball game. Clash Ball, which I believe is like some sort of futuristic sport type game that's violent. Destination Earthstar. Wizardry, and Kid Cool and the Quest for 7 Wonder Herbs. Right on, Kid Cool. Way to be cool. I'm a cool kid for getting these games. So thank you for the trades so I can get me some NES and this little gem. So thanks Game Experts for that. And now let's get into some of my purchases, and these are just, I don't remember who I got them from, and I'm sorry if you're watching this and I didn't remember. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So I found, for a few bucks, I was able to just buy this manual. I pieced it out of, it was with a cartridge, They were selling it with a cartridge, and I asked if I can give a few bucks for the manual for Ghostbusters for NES, because I love my Ghostbusters, so they were okay with that. On NES, Ninja Kid. Some more NES, Millipede. Freedom Force, which is a Zapper game. Really interested to see that. Haven't seen that one in action. And Jordan versus Bird, one-on-one. Because everybody needs basketball games on the NES. And for PS2, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2. I would have much preferred to have found a really cheap copy of the Xbox 360 one. You know the one I mean. But yeah, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2, great series. If you haven't checked it out, what are you doing with your life? Another one for PS2, Neo Contra. This one has been very popular with certain people in the Cartridge Club community, namely Kevin, Buried on Mars, and Bill from Start to Continue podcast. They both got a copy of this at the Barrie Game Exchange. For N64, Command and Conquer. And lastly, a couple of Ghostbustery things, if that's a thing. For the PSP, I got this for a couple bucks, the movie on the PSP UMD, and I think I might do that as some sort of giveaway, because I already have one of those. I got it with the idea of giving that to somebody who might want it. And on the DS, Ghostbusters for the DS. Didn't have this version. I thought it was very similar. I thought it was going to be like very similar to the PS2 game and stuff, but apparently it's different. So that's cool. So yeah, Ghostbusters. And yeah, that's my pickups from the Waterloo Video Game Swap Meet. Oh, just awesome time. I recommend everybody needs to go. If you like games, you're in Ontario, even if you're in the States. I know some people made it up from the States. Adam Koralik, he's a YouTuber, he made it up. And yeah, I know a lot of people are starting to make a bigger pilgrimage to come to this thing, and I recommend you do that. And yeah, stay tuned on my channel. I will be releasing some videos of some floor footage, some deals I caught on camera, people making deals. Who knows? I have to go through the footage myself, and I'm sure I'm going to find some nuggets of goodness. So yeah, this has been my game grabs from the Waterloo Video Game Swap Meet.
This is Andrew Lennie, organizer of the Waterloo Video Game Swap. Keep on rocking them games.
We already saw some pictures. There's pandemonium in there. Oh, great. Are we going to be walking past these people and they're going to get upset? Because you have to get your VIP tickets, don't you? Oh, wow.